We first sampled the cars at the GR Welcome Day, but that was just a very brief taste of the cars. We didn't really get a chance to explore what they're capable of. So ahead of the first race, we headed back to Swartkops Raceway, where we get a dedicated practice session with the cars in, well, closer to their race trim. Hi, Ruben.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you driving?
What superhero would I like?
No, not what superhero. That's not this time around.
It's Swartkops. It seems like the rain's cleared. Ready for our second test session and getting to grips with it. Getting to grips with the 86.
Yeah, it's going to be finding some grip, I think. Shane, dude, are you the only one that doesn't have a wrapped car yet?
No, Mr. No Name.
Mr. No Name. That was
the Austral, eh?
Jones.
What's up?
How's it? Mark Jones.
Sweet.
Brendan's standing forth. You were just a silhouette there for a moment.
Yeah, there we go.
And Dennis.
Hello very much.
Dennis is also part of the fray here, and then just over your shoulder there is Java, but we'll catch up with him. Car's looking nice, eh?
Yeah, first time I've seen it with its colouring. It's nice.
It's a proud moment, hey?
Glorious purple vision.
Yes. So Dennis's is over here with Times Live Media. As you get a nice classic font on a new fancy race car.
Yeah.
Now, Ruben's over there. Mark is over here, number 23. Mark doing it for the Citizen. And then Brendan is all the way over here. He is the one sans wing right now, so not too sure what's happening there. And he's with Marula Media. So he has the green mirror covers. I'm sitting in the corporate-friendly red mirror covers. Mark Jones, Citizen, not on the side of it yet. He has the bright pink. Ruben, well, he still has stock standard black mirrors, whereas Sachaba has blue mirrors. Speaking of which, how are we doing?
Nervous about all of this, man. Look at these puddles.
Number 777, Sachaba.
I want to be slipping and sliding on the circuit.
Dennis with the purple mirror covers. I think finding grip is going to be the name of the game.
Yeah.
But I'm actually keen. I'm actually really keen to get out there and drive it on a damp track.
Especially on these semis.
On these semis, because the weekend may be wet.
It might be wet.
And the last thing you want to do is go out there absolutely green.
Yeah. Definitely.
So let's see how it goes. All right. We're on the money for a 3 o'clock start here. I suppose kitting up is something that needs to happen. Now, because I'm creating content, the inside of my car also looks like a spaceship. There are attachments all over the place, but these are the bits that are going to be giving you all that cool footage. It's a pretty crazy bunch that I'll be racing with this year, but enough chit-chat with them. It's time to suit up, clear the head, and get the car onto the track.
We won't make that mistake again.
No, with a collar. I mean, come on.
Well, so I'll get an AutoTrader shirt, and then I can.
I mean, I'll gladly make a plan for one of those for you.
we get I make you a deal. I'll get Marilla shirts, then you wear the Marilla shirts, and I'll wear the AutoTrader.
That is what's known as a CLM.
Career limiting move. Ah, right. Okay, I'll go with it.
First session.
Yeah, good. It's I thought it was water up at turn 5. Jones says it's not water. He says it's soap from the folks up at the corner there washing their cars. So I saw the river, and when I got there the first time, I was like, oh, be careful. And it did. So, but myself and who did he say? Sejaba and I think one of the other guys were running 21s-ish. So that's about where it's at. The cars don't have the new brakes yet, so come look.
You having fun in the real world?
Hey?
Are you having fun in the real world?
Yeah, I'm having tons of fun, man.
We don't have the new brakes yet, so Sachaba's been going a similar speed to me, and my brakes looked like that a minute ago, so yes.
Yes. Schmucky. First session out, track's still very damp, very greasy. I'm not going to make excuses. The courage just isn't there. As soon as the tyres got up to temperature, developed a little more, carried a little more speed. Just before the brakes went, I managed to post at 21. So that's about 5 seconds off where we should be. Yes, the brakes are attributing to that. Yes, the green track and water in turn 5, you saw me get crossed up a couple of times. That's also contributing to that. But I mean, what is that? Another 2 seconds there, maybe a second. I need to find another 3 seconds somewhere. I wonder where it is. Come help me look. On this week's episode of Compromised Positions. Hi, Mark.
Hello. How to get raped by a race car?
What are you up to? Don't say your elbow.
Adjusting the belt. Mommy, that was no fun.
With a better understanding of what the car's capable of, I'm heading back out on track. I'm going to lean on the brakes a little more, lean on the suspension, and really just trust that mechanical grip. That's more along the lines of what I thought this car could do. It's still off where I was anticipating it would be, but I think with the new brakes and a properly dry track, those times that I initially anticipated are entirely achievable.
So as we get ready for the first race of this year, of this season, there's a little bit of preparation that has to take place. So you join me at my home where, well, I'll show you the one bit of preparation that I have done. So you do a little bit of reading, you brush up on a little bit of the track layouts and the likes. And that's probably one of the areas that I'm most concerned about is all the tracks that I don't know. So I need to learn those tracks. Of the tracks on the calendar, there's Swartkorps, Killarney in Cape Town, Alderskribante in PE, Gqeberha, and East London Grand Prix circuit. We're not racing on Red Star this year. Instead, there's an additional Swartkorps round. Now, I'm okay with Swartkorps. I've done laps there. I've done hot laps at Swartkorps, in fact. So I've got an idea. Well, I know the layout, and I've got an idea of what is a good line. And I've been around there with instructors now. I've actually driven the car around there with instructors. So that's fantastic. Killarney, never driven it before in my life. Aldoscribante, I've been around, but never in real anger. East London, I've also only been around maybe twice in my life, but once again, not in anger. And there's a couple of scary corners in East London. So what I've decided to do is use technology to my advantage. So that's why we're standing in what is essentially the spare room, laundry room at my house. And I've built this. I've decided that it's time to go digital. So Chaba will be proud. I have constructed up a rig here. I took my old editing PC and I've connected that to a TV screen on a stand, on just a nightstand, and I managed to pick up as much, admittedly it's much older, it's about 10 years old, but a Logitech G27 setup, 3-pedal setup with the shifter, and then I hijacked a racing seat from another race car project. That's the passenger seat from a Lemons build. So yeah, borrowing that. And I had this set up on a little bit of a rig, but it was a little sketchy. And then I decided, well, let me just dive in. And I got a very nice Jutech rig. Thank you, Stephen, for that. And I couldn't be happier. So I've been punching out a bunch of laps, primarily at SWAT Corps, getting that line right and getting everything dialed in. And then I decided, well, I need to turn it into a bit of a proper sim room. So helmets over there, suits up there, and a little bit of inspiration from Janelle over there. So proud to be part of the family and participating in this. And I've been banging out laps, plenty of laps in the sim rig, and I'm managing to get the times down. The biggest niggle is there really isn't a car mod that matches the feel of the GR86 in the way that it's trimmed. There are a few GR86 mods, but they're a little hit and miss. And my dated computer is struggling to run this at a high frame rate. And well, it's not exactly rendering the vehicles properly. So there's a couple of issues there, a little bit of hindrance, if we can put it that way. Well, let's show you what it's about. It gives me an idea, and I can now go into the likes of Killarney, East London, Aldoscribante, and have a little more confidence knowing the circuit a little better. Naturally, I'll have to use the practice days in order to really figure out what I can do there. Yes, sadly, the closest I can find is MX-5 Cup car. But it gives an idea of rear-wheel drive dynamics with a nice grippy front end. The car is quicker though, and the shift points are in different places, so it doesn't quite help with where we'll be changing gears. But I've got it fairly similar to how it would be. Let's do some laps of SWAT Corps here quickly.
This sim setup, while basic, is really helping me. It's helping me learn the track layouts and learn what is a good line and what is a bad line. It gives me an idea of braking points as well. And this is really valuable so that I don't go out in my official practice sessions and waste time learning the track, learning lines, and trying to figure out where the braking points are. It has me a little more relaxed and a little more confident going into the first race on the 18th of February, but I'm still a little nervous, not going to lie.
Search AutoTrader.